What's going on, everybody? Welcome to the One Leg Loser podcast. I'm your boy, Bear Down Rick, alongside my co-host, Jay, the producer. We want to welcome you guys to the NFL Championship Round episode where we're going to discuss about the last Final Four, man. The NFL season's ending soon. We're going to talk to you guys a little bit about the coaching carousel. And, we'll talk a little bit about maybe MVP, Coach of the Year. So we'll just recap a little bit about that and we'll get into the games. But Jay, what's going on, man? How's your week going? What's going on in South Florida?
Week has been great. It's Friday night. I'm chilling, having my drink, doing the pod. How better can it get? Weather down in South Florida it's a nice sunny, about 79 degrees, just nice and chilling. How about you, man? How about you? You were telling me a little something.
Well, yeah, you kind of brushed me off a little bit there, but it's okay. No, yeah, we're definitely going through it a little bit up here. We're preparing ourselves for a like one of the worst winter storms in the last 15, 20 years in the Northeast. So the major concern is that power goes out and you got no heat. So we're still trying to figure that out.
Yeah, but I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure it's nice and cozy in there right now.
Oh, right now,
if your power went out, the cold is not just going to seep in there immediately, right?
You'd be surprised. So funny you mentioned that. So we turn off the heater at night before we go to bed because we like to sleep in a nice, cool weather. So we shut it off. It's 75. By the time I wake up, it's already like 62, and it's freezing in here. It's cold.
Yeah, I know. So we keep it over here at 65 inside, and it'd be cold as fuck. So I can imagine 62.
It's cold. 62
so like natural air. You know what I'm saying?
No, this is that natural air. And then the last time something like this happened, like 200 people died from the cold because they had no heat. So just trying to figure that out, but God is good. We'll be all right. We'll figure it out. But again, this is my first time going through it, so just kind of figuring stuff out because stuff is gonna be closed. No grocery stores, no nothing. You're just gonna be kind of like hunkered down. But yeah, we'll get through it.
Listen, well, good luck to everybody up north. Who's when is it expected to hit?
Well, funny enough, Sunday is gonna start the big heavy day. So hopefully I can get through the games without losing any service or nothing like that. But yeah, man, no, but I appreciate that, man. We'll be back up and running and hopefully have some stories for you guys next week when we talk about these championship games. But talk to me.
So no, I just want to tell the people out there, be safe. Hunker down, do what you gotta do, protect your family. Everybody gonna be all right. No worries.
Be all right.
Man. So what we got here? We got the coaching carousel. I know you touched a little bit on that. I just want a little update on the remaining openings here.
Looks like we lost Jose here. So listen, as he joins us back in here in a minute, we were talking about, you were mentioning, right, Jose, this coaching carousel.
Coaching carousel. So that guy from Notre Dame never actually got hired to the Steelers.
It's funny you're going to mention that because I after the episode, I was like, did Marcus, this guy really? And then,
yeah, that's what I read.
So fake news, ladies and gentlemen. Sorry, fake news. We're correcting here. We're correcting it here.
The Steelers opening is still open. They're still searching. But I think Anthony Weaver, my DC, supposedly he's one of the top candidates right now. I believe he's on the second interview. So listen, man, if they get Weaver, it's the same lines like Mike Tomlin. Like, he's tough. He's about defense. He demands respect from his players, and the players love him for that. So listen, if they can get Anthony Weaver, they'll have a good coach down there, and it'll fit the mold. It'll fit the cowards and the Tomlin, like that rough, that tough and rugged. So that'll be a good one for them. So let's see what happens there. But obviously,
but isn't it already kind of what you're doing? I mean, I don't know. I mean, I know I watched your coach's press conference, and I don't know if they laid out. Is he going to be running the defense since he was a defensive coordinator? He played defense?
Yeah, you did ask me that, and then he answered it. he's been on a few shows. He's been doing like a coaching tour and shit. He
Of
was on
course.
Rich Eisen
Yeah.
today, and yeah, he is then going to be calling the defense.
So he's good. So your defensive guys got to go anyway.
Well, yeah, he's got to go anyway. Yeah, listen.
Anyway, he's gone.
Yeah, it's time. It's time for Anthony Weaver to get a head coaching consideration. Like he's been doing a hell of a job down here with us for the past 2 years. That's one of the reasons why we signed him to begin with. Like the guy he was doing great in Baltimore. So we'll see what happens. But yeah, he's gone. We're working on OC and DC. They said by the end of the week that we should have that in place. So we'll see. We'll see. We'll see.
For sure. But before we talk about these coaching carousels, man, talk to me a little bit about, man, do you expect going into the 2025 season that anything cross your mind where you would say, man, okay, we bet, right? So if I were to tell you, are you going to put money on that this year? Mike Tomlin is possibly going to retire because reports are coming out that he's not looking for a job. He's trying to come back to coach. He says he might be done, and you have the Harbaugh leaving Baltimore after 18 plus years.
It's just no way. No one predicted.
And then not only that, for the Bills to go from the team that should win it all because there's no Patrick Mahomes, there's no Lamar Jackson, the kryptonite is not there, and you got the guy, and they end up losing.
Yeah. And then, we did predict that. We did predict that because we took Denver.
Well, for sure, for that, but I mean, during the beginning of the season, I'm saying like when we first started the season, right? If I would have told you the storyline and said this is what's probably going to end up going on, you're like, oh boy, the Bills will win the Super Bowl. You would have never thought. But I
was calling Super Bowl when as soon as the playoffs started. But then I saw how they started. They were actually playing, and I knew they were vulnerable to Denver's defense. Which, listen, at the end of the day, they still had a chance. No one knows if that was a catch or an interception. They're still debating it to this day. To me, it was an interception. The ball was not bobbling, but the ball was still moving while he was on the ground. So that, to me, from the clips that I saw, it looked like an interception. You ask anybody in Buffalo, totally different story, obviously. Well, I mean, what do you think about the play?
About that play, I mean, I kind of agree with you on that. I looked at it, and like you said, the ball was moving. So I agree with you. I think it was more of a it should have been it's an interception in my opinion as well. After looking at the tape over again, so but yeah, man, where was I going with this thought? Yeah, just the Bills, right? And then did you see the craziness? I mean, you would think that the Bills opening must be and that's another question I'm going to ask you. Do you think that this Bills opening is like where almost every coach want to go? You got the Josh Allen.
Of course. It's the best opening.
Well, let me ask you this. If you're a young head coach, did you see the presser or did you hear about the presser from the owner of the Bills?
Yeah. I saw that. He was putting blame on the coaches. They want to key on Coleman. Yeah.
But he added something. He added something to that. He said, whoever's coming to coach here, you need to win a Super Bowl in the next year or two.
Oh man, come on! Like how are you gonna put that pressure on?
Well, and that's the point, right? So the owner of the Bills killed it by putting. Imagine you're a young head coach. You're gonna rebuild. You're not rebuild, but you got to bring in your staff, bring in your system, and for the owner of the team to tell you, "Hey, bro,
you got 2 years.
You got 2 years to figure this thing out. If you got to go, you think I want to go coach there, bro?"
Right, for sure. Like, I mean, I understand you got a team that's almost there, right? I get it, but damn, man, you can't put that type of expectation. Because what if for God forbid Josh Allen gets injured? Then what? That's 1 year less I got. Like that don't make no sense, bro. Like
Yeah.
So it's Rocker here says it's a catch. There's a rule where he needs full control if he catches it and immediately drops to the ground.
Hey, listen, man. Again, it's yes. However, again, anybody can look at it however they want to, and he adds that too.
And then he had it was an interception. There's a rule where the receiver needs full control of the ball when you catch while falling. Listen, man, I don't know. Listen, the Bills are out. The Bills Mafia. You should have called it. I don't know what to tell you.
For the Bills. Forget this
I don't
guy's
know what to tell you.
a hardcore Dolphins fan, but
I don't
but
know
go
what to
on.
tell
Let's
you.
talk about these coaching carousel. Let's talk about these coaches and
Yeah, so
who this people are.
we also got Harbaugh with the Giants. That's old news. Happily, we just touched base with that. Stefanski, he's been hired already for about 2 weeks now, maybe. So the new ones are we got Robert Saleh. Robert Saleh took the job in Tennessee. Listen, man, I think that's a good spot for. I think he's a good coach, right? I think he's a good coach. I think he's been in a tough situation when he was with the Jets. That Jets team stunk, man, and he still took them to the playoffs.
Yeah,
So he's got something there, right? He clearly can coach men, so he's got something there. Let's see what happens in Tennessee. It says, listen, they're one of the top worst teams in the league. They drafted number one last year for a reason, and they're in the top five again this year for a reason. Yeah. So, but I understand the allure of having a young number one overall quarterback, going into the second year. If he brings in the right staff around him, I think they can improve. Are they going to make noise? No, not yet. It's too early in the Tennessee's run to do any type of noise. That team has a lot of holes, so they're not going to do much. So it's going to be another tough stint for him unless he turns it around extremely quickly. All right. What are your thoughts?
no, listen. I mean, when someone tells me you can't turn it around, I say I don't know. Again, because
Yeah, but
again,
wait, it's a difference there. Like, okay, you want to say that Cam Ward and Caleb are washed. That's fine. Okay, they're not, but it's fine. You can say that. But there is no DJ Moore. There is no Dunze. There is no Loveland. There is no Swift. There is no Manungai. There is no Cole Komet. There's none of that. There's nobody, bro. You can't name two wide receivers for the damn Titans.
I probably
Like,
can. I
you,
probably, okay, so to that point, you
So
do have a point there.
the team is complete, bro. That's A and Z, bro. A and Z.
Okay. Okay. Point taken. Point taken. I'll give you that. So yeah, they may be again, maybe a couple years back out before anything, but yeah. Listen, man. Again, it just depends who he brings around him. I heard people talk about maybe McDaniel's coming over there and running
No,
the offense.
I was going to tell you, no, man. That was he interviewed today for the Bills job.
Speaking of the Bills job,
Yeah,
I
he
mean,
just
listen,
interviewed for the
man.
Bills job.
Again, again. You would think that people would think that the Bills are like a top tier franchise. They're the Steelers. They're these guys, but man, for you to bring in the old man after he played with the Colts to come and
Oh
interview for
my
the head
God,
coach job,
what are they doing? What is
like
Philip
like
Rivers doing?
like you have Superman as a quarterback, and you over here just
Entertaining Philip Rivers, bro.
entertaining things that, let's be honest, man. Philip Rivers, amazing quarterback, Hall of Famer. He's coaching high school football right now. Like,
Yeah, come on,
come
man,
on, man.
stop. What are they doing, man? What are they
Like,
doing? I don't understand.
like why? Why you make entertaining this and making this? I mean, Josh Allen must be
It's like a circus.
ashamed.
It's like a circus, man.
It's a circus for
It's
the
a circus.
owner or the team to come out and say things like what he said, and then not only that, it's funny because they played the video back where the GM was saying, "This is my guy," when they pick Coleman. So it's like it's a straight contradiction. So again, that's why when I ask you, is Buffalo a place that people want to go, man? After I think that, man, let me tell you something, bro. If I'm a young coach and I'm trying to create a name for myself, I'm staying far away from that place, bro, because I don't want to
Yeah,
be
for sure.
the scapegoat in a year or two when shit goes south or when stuff is going bad. It's got to
It's
fall
all
back
on
on
you.
me.
It's all on you. Yeah.
So I'm
So
leaving about that.
TBJ Dungeon says Seahawks for life, baby.
Okay,
Hey,
Seahawks for life. Hey, more power to you.
stay locked in because we got some. Preview you guys games, and you might like what you hear. You might like what you hear. So we'll see.
You
We'll
might
see.
not. Let's see what
You might,
happens.
or you might not. Oh shit! Hold on. Anyway, so Robert Saleh, man, listen. Good luck to him. He's a good defensive coach. Let's see how it turns out. The next brand new hire was Jesse Minter to the to the Ravens here from
Why?
he coached. Hold on, huh? I mean, listen. He coached the Chargers last year. Their defense was pretty solid. I mean, he's tough. He used to coach under Jim Harbaugh, under Harbaugh in Baltimore, so he knows the lay of the land. He knows how they like to play football. He knows the expectations. So let's see what happens. You know what I'm saying? Obviously you don't like the
I
pickup
mean,
there.
listen, man. I feel for Lamar, man. I think Lamar is a hell of a individual. I think he's a hell of a. The same thing going back to like when I said about Josh Allen, man. You know, like you have a window. There's certain only amount of time for you to win, and as the years go on, you get older. The players get injured. You can see Lamar already starting to catch that injury bug a little bit more each year. It's a nag here, a knee there, a shoulder here, and these things start to add up, and then
Yo, but
you
no, but
waste.
this year it was his hamstring, which is
Oh,
if you get a hamstring, was it his
it was
knee?
a
I think
couple
it was his
things. I
knee.
think it was his
Yeah,
hamstring.
yeah,
It was
yeah.
his shoulder. There was a couple
That's
ailments
why.
that he was
That's why.
dealing with.
That's why I told you I didn't want him because like once these knick-knack injuries start popping up, bro, it's the beginning of the end, bro.
It's like a
It's the
car.
beginning of the end.
It's like a car with an oil leak. Once it starts leaking from one place in the engine, it's gonna start leaking from over here and leaking from over there. And next thing you know,
Exactly.
you got to rebuild the whole thing. So again, that was just my take of why
So
Minter.
real quick on your thoughts. I know you mentioned the Bills as a bad landing spot because of ownership and how
Well,
high
just the
their
things that were
expectations
said.
are.
Yeah, just some
Right.
things that said.
Obviously. But yeah, that that carries some weight. You gotta, as an owner, you gotta watch your words, bro. Especially if you lying, because he got caught lying.
For sure.
So like, come on, bro, that guy's delusional. So out of the five remaining openings here, so you would say Bills is ranked as one of the top worst? Because I think to me,
Well,
I
I think they're the.
say I say the worst position here is probably the Browns, man.
Well, listen,
That's the worst. That's the worst opening.
but what? Okay, but do you not think that the Browns have they have a core? They have young pieces
They ain't
that
got
they're
no core.
building. You got Miles Garrett. You
All right,
got Miles Garrett over there.
I get it. We got no offense, zero. Don't talk. Don't you dare say freaking Shador Sanders. Don't you dare say Shador Sanders,
No, I'm
bro.
not saying Shador. Again, so all right. So if you would rank them, right? So we got one, two, three, four, five.
To me, the Browns is the worst.
Okay, so you
I think the
so
Cardinals.
Brown is number five. All right, so give
Number
me a
five.
top. Give me a top
Okay,
five. How's it going for you?
so the worst is number one, which is the Browns. They're the worst. Number two, second worst would be. I think the second worst would be the Raiders. Even though they might pick up this guy
No, it's
Mendoza.
not a they
I
might,
think
bro.
oh yeah, yeah, well,
Unless a kid gets hurt or it comes out that he doing something that he not supposed to be doing, that kid Mendoza going number one, bro.
right, no, for sure. So number three would be the Cardinals. I think number three would be the Cardinals. I think they have some nice depth. They have a lot of cap space. They're just I'm not saying they're a quarterback away, but they're a decent quarterback away from making a little bit of noise. And then the Steelers would be the fourth. They're still the Steelers. They still have that organization is top from top to bottom is ran very well. Do they need pieces for sure? But still, being the Steelers coach that's iconic. And then Bills number one. Bills that's the best landing spot. You got the MVP who might be MVP again this year. He's in the race. He's in the running. So that's my top five right there.
Okay, so
And then
what we got here?
so
We got a comment.
it's Rocker said I wanted Minter for the Dolphins. I
Talk
guess
to
he's talking
Jose.
about when yeah, I
You
guess he was
want to
talking about
mentor?
how no, I didn't want no part of Minter.
But hold
I mean,
on.
honestly, to be honest, okay, I'm gonna be honest. I didn't want no part of Halfley, but listen, I'm tired of the first year head coaches, bro. I wanted somebody to come in here established, ready to rock. But again, if you look at my situation isn't great either because I'm going to be tons of millions of dollars under the cap. I don't have a quarterback, and so I have a pretty turmoil situation as well. So I see how it has to be a first year head coach. I see how it has to be, but that's not what I wanted. But anywho, and then we got it's Rocket says and TBJ says Browns needs to hire Falcon former head coach. Oh, what's his name?
What's his name?
Oh my God, Raheem
What?
Morris. Raheem Morris. Raheem
Raheem
Morris.
Morris.
Yeah, I don't
Hey,
know about
listen.
Raheem Morris, man.
Hey, but Raheem Morris got that. He got that fire though. I mean, listen, he went
Yeah,
on the pivot.
yeah.
He went on the pivot and went toe to toe with this guy. But listen, man, I don't know. Listen, because the Falcons, man, I don't if he couldn't do it with the Falcons, who
The
I
Falcons,
believe, I think the Falcons have a squad. I think the Falcons have a solid squad. So if he can't do it with the Falcons, what makes you think he could do it with the Browns? What do you think the difference is? Is it because Stefanski didn't want to
no.
play Shador? Is that where your alignment
Yeah,
is? I'd love to hear a little bit more
I
why
think,
you think.
yeah, I think Stefanski screwed up the whole situation to begin with.
Oh
The
yeah,
moment, there's, listen, the guy goes down, Joe Flacco goes down, he was traded. All right, Dylan Gabriel, all right, fine. He's number two on the depth chart. All right, boom, you're up next. Bro, the moment that you can see, the whole world saw that he couldn't cut it,
yeah,
you had to go to Sanders. You had to go to Sanders. I'm not saying that Sanders is better. I'm not saying Sanders is worse. I'm just saying this guy ain't it. So let's just maybe let's try this guy. And he actually won some games for them, and he lost a lot of games for them, bonehead interceptions and fumbles and getting sacked. So he lost and won games for them. But he looked from just outside looking in, he looked a lot better than Dylan Gabriel. So I think Stefanski just screwed up that whole situation. I don't know what the dynamics was, why he wasn't trying to start him or anything like that. That didn't make sense to me. But listen, man, Atlanta, they got a squad, man. They got as long as Drake London can stay healthy, because he's injured. I wouldn't say he's injury prone, but he gets injured a little too often. You know, maybe he might miss 2 or 3 games here, a game there. Like, come on, man, you got to stop that shit. Kyle Pitts is a bust, man. Kyle Pitts is a bust. I don't care what nobody say. He had one good game last year, and that was it. That guy's a bust. But you got Bijan, so you got top two running back in the league. So I mean, we'll see. And the defense is nice. The defense is not bad.
for sure. So listen, man, that's the coaching carousel we got going on right now. Again, we still have so much. I mean, listen, the off season, the season is still going, and things are just going to get heated up more with all these hirings and
Yeah.
who's going to be the next host coach. And the beauty is that it's going to bring hope to the fan base because now you got to root for that coach. Now you hope that this coach could turn things around. Hope that this coach could bring in the right coaching staff behind him. So it's just it gives you a fresh start for a lot of these franchises. And listen, man, let's be
Right.
honest.
So
Most
so
of them are going to
TBJ
fail.
so TBJ says real quick. He says it's for the culture. He could elevate Sanders' game as a young black quarterback. Raheem
Okay.
Morris to the Browns. He's saying more like black coach, black quarterback. They can for the culture, I guess they can make it happen.
All right,
I mean,
listen,
I
man.
know I know Cameron was saying a lot about that. If Tomlin went to Baltimore, he was saying the same kind of things. I guess for the culture, like him and Lamar and Derrick Henry would do things, because it's like Black ran. You know what I'm saying? So I don't
Yeah,
know how much
listen,
that.
listen. The whole thing with Stefanski, though, again, I don't know. I do really I do believe just based upon the reports that I read, I think a lot of the Sador Sanders hate, believe it or not, from what I've read, came from the top too, man. It's not just the fancy stuff. I think it came from. I mean, everybody's seen that video with the GM giving Shador the side eye, like on the sideline. Like, I mean, listen, if you pick this man, like you should be hyping the man up. You should be, hey man, I picked this man. I gotta. Because if you're a GM, you want your guys to play. You want, even though they may suck, they may be horrible, but you're gonna put your guys out there because those are your picks. So again, just a very weird situation. Listen, man, you may be right. Listen, man, maybe he goes down there for the culture and does his thing. But yeah, that's the coaching carousel. And we'll keep updating you guys as they come along.
Yes, sir, yes, sir. Yeah. So real quick, I just want to get your thoughts on the MVP, the defense player of the year, the race. These are the five finalists
Yeah.
for the MVP. Um, I'm not mad at this list. To me, the MVP has always been Stafford. I, I just don't like how he's been looking lately. But it's MVP for the regular season, so that the playoffs don't really matter. But MVP should be most valuable player. Who, if you remove from that team goes to complete shit. That's what the most valuable player means, right? Am I
I'm a
wrong?
right? I mean, listen, listen, that's a logical
Yeah,
thought.
but they don't see it like that. They see the team with the most wins and the best player on that team. And if he happens to be a quarterback, easy money. That's him all day. Why do you think Drake May's on that list? Drake May wasn't looking. I mean, yeah, he had some nice games, but they also play the worst teams in the NFL.
Yeah.
Listen, man, I don't know. The most valuable player in the league, it's either Josh Allen or it's Christian McCaffrey.
I was
It's
leaning towards
it's
McCaffrey.
easy.
I was
Easy.
leaning
It's
towards I
easy.
was leaning towards CMC because listen, without CMC on that 49ers team,
The team is absolute garbage
they would not have had a chance. And that is one man that you could say that if that man was not on that team or he was on that field, they ain't winning, bro. And
at all.
listen, power to them. They again, if we talking about coach of the year, listen, man, that man could have taken it. But yeah, I think for me, Christian McCaffrey kind of stands out. Is he going to win it? Probably not. Again, just because it's a quarterback driven league. But at least for me, I think Christian McCaffrey. If you're giving me that list right there, I will go CMC.
Sure. So as far as defensive player, listen, we all know who's going to get it. It has to
Oh,
be
Miles
without a
Garrett.
shadow of a doubt.
Miles
Without a
Garrett.
shadow of a doubt, is Miles Garrett by far. But I mean, listen, that's not a big but. Listen, that boy Will Anderson, man, I've been seeing him ball. He is
Yes.
insane, man. He is
Yes.
insane. That boy is
Yes.
young. He's super impressive. Oh man, the league better watch out for Mister Anderson because he's gonna be on a tear. And these names on the list are they're obviously they're worthy. Nick Bonito, who we'll see on Sunday, sack Drake May about 7 times. That guy's been having a great season in Denver. Aiden Hutchinson also for the Lions, and Michael Parsons. Unfortunately, we didn't get to see all of Michael Parsons. He got injured towards the end of the year,
For sure.
but but from what we saw, we knew that he showed us that what he's always been, and that's a special player. So
Yeah,
that's
these
that's
guys are just guys that they make a difference in the game, right? They're the guys that could turn over a ball and win the game for you on the defensive side of the ball. So, like I
right.
said, I think this one for me is Miles Garrett's hands down.
For sure. All right, so moving on to Coach of the Year, you have a lot of worthy candidates
Oh man,
here, but
you know who I'm picking.
but
You know who I'm
but
picking right
but
there.
but I've always said it. I've said it for the past few weeks. I think Kyle Shanahan is by far, well, I wouldn't say by far, but he's definitely coach of the year in my eyes. What he did with that team, with so many injuries at quarterback and on defense, man, how you lose Nick Bosa and you lose the linebacker and you still top
Williams,
up there, you know, and you're still up there. So it's obviously that's not only Kyle Shanahan, but also Robert Saleh, who we touched on earlier. You
for
lose
sure.
all those players, and they still keep it going. So to me, Kyle Shanahan is the coach of the year. But we all know out of these finalists, Mike Vrabel would probably win it. I think obviously he's in the AFC Championship in his first year. I think Liam Cohen did a great job. Mike McDonald also. But I think if these are the actual finalists, I think Mike Vrabel takes it.
Yeah, so for me, my pick is always going to be Ben Johnson. I think Ben Johnson is an amazing coach. But with that being said, I agree with you in the fact that at least on this pick, Kyle Shanahan, man.
It looks
Listen,
like
man,
TBJ. It looks like TBJ here is a Seahawks fan. So
for sure, Mike
Mike
McDaniel's
McDaniel,
coach of the year, for sure. Yeah.
Mike
Um,
McDonald, Mike McDonald.
but listen, no, but listen, I disagree with him on that in the sense that I think if you're looking at just like you said, the coach that listen, Kyle Shanahan did magic with almost nothing. You got Brock Purdy, who is a solid quarterback, but is Brock Purdy a top 5 quarterback? Is he the Lamar Jacksons? Is he the Patrick Mahomes type? Not in my opinion. I don't know about you. You got CMC. You don't have who was out there for wide receiver? Pearson. Who was out there for wide receiver for the 49ers?
I don't even know.
Couple
It was Ricky.
guys.
It was supposed to be Ricky Pearsall, but he got injured.
Pearsall. He got
Pearsall got injured. Um, who else? Kittle got injured at the end.
at the end. That defense is just it was depleted, and the boys they almost got them boys into the NFC Championship game. So for me, it's kind of Kyle Shanahan, but I agree with you. I think at the end of the day, it's probably going to be Mike Vrabel that might win it. again, just because he's in the championship game. But we can also use that same logic on the NFC side with this with Mike McDaniel's, with the Seahawks. So toss it up.
Yeah, we'll see. All right, so moving on to Office Player of the Year. Listen, a lot of great names here, man. But again, I think Christian McCaffrey stands out to me. I think that white boy is absolutely insane of a football player, man. That boy's going down as one of the greatest, man. Unfortunately, he lost a few years of injury, but that guy is incredible. A close second to me, I think Puka. It's either between Puka and JSN. I think both of them did outstanding as well. I think to me, if I had to choose between Puka and JSN, I think Puka is the better wide receiver for me, for my style, like tough, can go across the
Well, we're
middle.
gonna see that this
Could
Sunday.
break, yeah, exactly. Could break tackles. I think JSN is more speed and finesse and route running. So listen, they're both awesome, but to
He's
me,
like a Saint Brown. He's more like a
yeah,
Saint Brown.
for sure. No, exactly. Just a little bit faster, I think. But to me, offensive player of the year would be Chris, would be CMC for sure.
Yeah, I'm gonna pick CMC too. Again, not trying to jump off of you on your bandwagon, but again, just the situation, the team, the overcoming everything. So yeah, I would take CMC as well. Outside of that, maybe Jackson Smith and Jig, but I think that the kid is lightning with his ball, with his hand in the ball, and yep, that would be my take there.
Yeah, for sure. Hey, did I cut out? Did I
Yeah,
cut
you
out?
cut out, man, for a second. I didn't. I thought I was like, boy didn't pay his light bill.
Yeah, I'm trying to get TBJ on the show. I don't know how to do it though. I don't know how to. Cause I'm on my phone, and if I try to text him, he's gonna. That'll happen. I don't know. Let me see. No, that's not it. Uh, Yo, TBJ, type your address in the chat. Your email. Type your email. Type your email. All right. Well, we get TBJ situated. Oh, we good? Who's your pick, man? I'm sorry. I'm so sorry, bro.
I went with CMC too as well.
Yeah, yeah. Oh yeah. No,
Yeah, just because of the situation, just because of everything that they overcame. I mean, I think the Niners, for me, they're resilient, man. That was just resiliency all the way.
Facts. All right. So while we get the whole TBJ thing situated, you ready? You ready to start with game one, baby?
Let's do it, man. Listen, man, ain't nothing to it but to do it.
Yeah. Let's get it. Here we go, man. Pats, number 2 overall, going into the Denver Broncos, who unfortunately will be out without Bo Nix, man. What a freaky, devastating injury, man. Going to the AFC Championship and you break your ankle on the second to last play of the game. That is
I mean,
unfortunate for them.
it's not even that it was a play that he had to go out there and win the game. You literally are kneeling down to run the clock out. It's game over.
Yeah, no, it actually didn't happen there though.
It didn't.
Actually, no. Well, I don't know. It's just so many videos I saw where they said it happened when he ran some kind of QB thing to the left, and then that's when he broke it. I don't know, bro. But I'm also hearing that he broke it inside the locker room, jumping around, and it was like a freak accident. I don't know.
So
bro.
which one is it? I don't know. I just know
exactly.
when Sean Payton came to the podium at the end of the game, he already announced it. So from the podium, from the last couple minutes of the game to the podium, somewhere in that space, he broke his foot, whatever he broke. So yeah.
It's unfortunate for them. But like I said, man, this is gonna be a hell of a game. We got Broncos here plus 4.5 because of Bo Nix and over under 42.5. It's gonna be cold as hell over there in Denver and Denver for this game. And on top of that, it's gonna be freezing. It's gonna be a mile high. Listen, man, these teams have been all right. Let me ask you a question, Coach. Who gets to nod at Coach?
I'm still taking Payton. I'm taking old school.
I mean, that's the easy answer. Who's the quarterback? Well, in this game,
I'm taking May. I take May because listen, man.
Wide receivers. Wide receivers, including tight ends.
I'll take the Broncos.
You taking the Broncos wide receivers over? Okay, I mean, I get it. It's a little bit of a toss up. Who got the better number one? That would be Sutton, but Sutton hasn't been playing good. He hasn't been playing
Well,
that
he's
well
been.
down the
I think
stretch.
he's. I don't know if I'm not mistaken. I don't know if he's been dealing with some sort of injury. I know the last game he was coming in and out. So,
Yeah.
but
So then running backs. I mean, I would say running backs in New England. You got Stevenson, and you got Henderson. Oh, J.K. Dobbins is coming back though. That's going to be a big boost for that offense. This
yeah, no, for sure. Dobbins is coming back. It's. Yep, you're back.
Yeah. So listen, they're gonna listen. I would say running backs for New England, but as far as defense by far.
Oh,
I mean,
it's
listen,
Broncos.
New England got a good defense, but it's got to be the Broncos. I mean,
Yeah,
they led the league in sacks by like I think it was like 15 or 20 sacks. Bro, they're gonna get after Drake May's ass all day long. Man, they're gonna get into that ass. You talk with Anderson.
if they can create the pressure, if the Broncos defense can create pressure, it's going to be a long day for Drake May.
Yeah, super long. Yeah, so with that being said, I think they got the better defense. I think they're hungry. I think Jared Stidham got a chip on his shoulder. I think he got something to prove, especially because there's so many people doubting him right now. And I don't know if you guys heard what Sean Payton said when he announced Jared Stidham as the starting quarterback for this game. He said, "Watch out." That's all I need to hear right there. Give
Yes.
me Broncos on the money line. Fuck them
Ooh,
points.
you
Broncos
taking the
on the money
money
line.
line? Oof, oof, oof,
Fuck
oof,
them
oof.
points, man. Broncos money
Listen,
line.
listen. Fun fact about Stidham, man. Stidham has been in the system. He's been with Sean Payton. He knows the system. And I don't know if you saw on Twitter, but another quarterback that came in as a backup and won the Super Bowl chimed in about the situation. A boy, Nick Foles, chimed in
Yeah,
because
yeah, yeah,
if you
yeah.
all recall, Nick Foles came in as a backup and beat, I think, if I'm not mistaken, New England in the Super
In
Bowl.
the
If I'm
Super Bowl,
not,
yeah, the Super Bowl,
yeah.
yeah, for sure.
So
Yeah.
Nick is throwing a little bit of shade out there, saying, "Hey, listen, man, be careful with them backups. You know what can happen." So listen, man, I think for me, the game script that I am going to be leaning at, if it stays a low scoring game and it's ugly, I think the Patriots have a shot. If they could keep that grind, because I think the Patriots are more grinders. They could grind out the game. Now, however, if the Denver is able to jump out ahead of them, I think that Broncos defense is going to create some steam, and they're going to play ahead, and they're going to be on their on Drake May's behind. So I
Bro,
think for me,
it's going to be frigidly cold
so
with
is this a
temperatures.
run? This is
This
I don't
is
know if you
run.
saw. Yeah, I don't know if you saw Tom Brady's during the Bears game. He kind of gave. Was it the Bears game? I think it was. I think he was no because it was no. But anyways, he was last week. He was talking about how you got to throw the ball through the air, where he was just basically going all geek mode on how it is to throw through this tight air. So with that being said, it's going to be frigid. Are we talking about run game? Is this gonna just be ground and pound, run the ball, or dink and dunk, nothing down the field, low scoring game? Um, Defense is gonna have to pull through. That's what I'm seeing. That's kind of what I'm leaning on. And if
Yeah,
I'm
no,
gonna
for
lean
sure.
on and if I'm gonna lean on the defenses, I'm gonna take the Broncos at home. So at least for me, I'm taking Broncos. But give me the points. Give me the Broncos plus 4.5.
Broncos plus 4.5. I said that. I mean, I feel you. I'm just being I'm just being bullish, man.
Well, listen, we
I
got
truly think.
we're coming down to the wire. So yeah, when it comes to these bets, I mean, listen, if you're trying to make a buck, you're trying to make a dollar, you're gonna have to get a little bullish because it's just if you want to make some money, that's all
No,
it
that's
is.
facts. That's facts. That's facts. Hey, give me an anytime touchdowns. What do you think on either side? Give me anytime touchdown for either side.
Um, um, just think we lost Jose there for a second.
I'm here. I'm here. I'm here. I'm here.
Oh,
I'm
you
here.
there? I thought I lost you, so I didn't really say much.
No, go ahead. Go
Listen,
ahead.
man. Listen, give me Marvin Mims. Give me Marvin Mims to score a touchdown.
Okay, I like that one. I like that one. I like that one. That's a It's a little bit like it's not like your RJ Harveys or your Cortland Suttons. I like that one.
No,
All right,
listen,
so
man. Give me the
who do you,
speedster.
so you said Mims and give me some on the Patriots. Give me one for the Patriots.
Um, Let me see here who I'm taking here for the Patriots. Listen, give me.
What you got? What you got? What you got?
I'm just looking through everything here. Give me the Trayvon Henderson, man. Give me him. Give me him.
All right. I ain't mad at that. So, all right. So, Rick here, guys, has Broncos plus 4.5. I'm taking Broncos money line. They're gonna get the job done. I'm gonna give you on the Broncos side. I'm going to give you Mark Ingram. Mark Ingram has been one of the. I mean, Mark Ingram. Patriots defense, as good as it is, they're very suspect
Susceptible.
against. Yeah, you know what I'm trying to say. Against the tight end, they allowed over 1,000 yards to the tight end this year. So yeah, I think that'll get done. On Patriots side, I think they're going to run the ball. I'm going to go with the tough runner here. I'm going to go with Stevenson or J. Stevenson and Mark Eminem. All right. All right, moving on, moving on. Here we go. We're going to Sunday nights. Right? It was Sunday night, right?
I think it is gonna be Sunday night.
Sunday night. Let me get here. Let me get up in here. Yo. Let's welcome in
Oh,
TBJ
look who
here.
it is, man. What's going on, Mr. Seahawks? Coming in live.
Yes, sir. Woody woo, Woody woo.
What's that? Go ahead, man. Kick it off. Kick it off. Go ahead.
Yeah, talk
Talk
your
to us
stuff.
about your Seahawks. What y'all gonna do?
What I say? I kept receipts. I heard all the noises. I told everyone. I waited for this day to this happen. I believe my team. I never on my team. This is where I'm. This is the biggest stage of my life to say this. We're beating the Rams. We're beating the Rams. It's gonna be a tough matchup.
You gonna take them on the money line or the minus? Or you want the 2.5 minus 2.5?
If I have to be honest, I'm taking the Seahawks money line. I'm taking
Okay.
the Seahawks money line. It's gonna be a high scoring game. I'm never doubting. I'll say this: look at Matthew Stafford passing yard. You will
Yeah.
you're gonna go over at least 250 yard passing yard. So
So yeah. Y'all defense ain't gonna do nothing to stop the Rams. What you saying?
our defense is. I'm not gonna say our defense is boo boo, but Matthew Stafford been doing this since he's in the league. We already know what he did to the to the Bears. He over like 225 passing yards. Who did he win against in the first round in the wild card?
Who that? Matthew Stafford?
Yeah,
They went against the Panthers. They beat the
An-
Panthers.
another one.
They barely beat the Panthers.
He went 300 yards that game. Matt
Yeah.
Stafford, is a more pass team than a run team. So Matthew Stafford is going to sling it to Puka or Devontae. Now, since I see Devontae is healthy, we didn't win against Devontae when he was not when he was hurt. We beat them
Mm.
with Devontae. So this game is a real game. A healthy Devontae, a healthy Puka, a healthy Cooper Cup, and a healthy JSN. Now there's no excuse. We're gonna show
All
you
right.
guys.
All right. All right. Hey, y'all heard it. Y'all heard it here from our resident Seahawks fan. That boy, he seems excited. So let's see what they got going on. So yeah. So let's get in here. Let's start with the weather here. So it's gonna be mid to low 40s. They're expecting 1 or 2 mile per hour winds. So very light. Nothing to worry about there. With 7 miles an hour gusts. Still, I don't think nothing about worry there. It's just gonna be cold. So listen, man. To me, the Rams are coming. They're coming off back-to-back road games.
Yeah,
A very tough game in Carolina where they almost lost. Another tough game against Chicago. Chicago took them to overtime. They happened to prevail, but it was a very tough game, and they played overtime. Listen, that takes a toll on your body. Now you have to go to travel to Seattle. I understand you're a division rival. I understand all that good stuff, but like you said, Jeff. It's going to be a healthy team on both sides. But the Rams are a tired team. That's a more tired team. Seahawks are well rested. They beat up on San Fran, what 41-6 or something like that. They and then they sat their starters. Like they barely tried.
Well,
They
yeah,
have they had the bye week. They're at home. The 12 is going to be rocking. I love what the Rams got going on. Seattle has the defense and they have the offense to keep up. Seattle at home minus the 2.5. They beat them by a field goal. And I'm gonna give you my anytime touchdowns. Jeff, I'm gonna before Rick jumps in here. I'm gonna give me your anytimes. I'm gonna take a Kenneth Walker for the Seahawks, and I'm gonna take Devontae Adams on the Rams side. So what do you think? Who's your anytimes?
my anytime touchdowns. If it goes to both far, you're right. Yards. I'll say 60 plus on Kenneth Walker rushing yards and touchdown because it's gonna be a crazy run game. They're not gonna stop Kenneth Walker when he gets let up. And for passing yards, I would go crazy on Matthew Stafford passing yards,
Yeah,
1.5.
yeah. 250. Yeah.
It's and his passing yards too. Like I have to look at two ways, and Matthew Stafford is a dog. So it's just I'll say it.
That's facts.
It's gonna be an interception. Somebody's gonna throw a pick. I'm taking a Sam Darnold pick, and um, that's what I'm gonna say. A Sam Darnold pick. Matthew
All
Stafford
right. All right.
more
Two
than one
fifty.
touchdown,
Okay.
and Kenneth
But
Walker.
you throwing about 1,000 stats out there. Hope Chat can keep up.
Like this is a real. I'm seeing a
Yeah,
lot.
I see that. I see that. I see that. Yo, drop it. Hey, drop it in the type it in the chat for the people so they don't have to go back and watch. They can just pull it up. But hey, Rick. So take it away, man. What you think about this game?
Listen, man. You got some of the NFL's tightest divisional, tightest rivalries that we got going on. They split the regular season meeting between each other when Rams winning 21-19 early in the year, and then the Seahawks with the dramatic overtime win, the comeback win, 38-7. So both of the games, I mean, you're talking about a split difference between 3 points, but I think we're coming into we're coming into the playoffs, and I've seen what the Rams are, and it didn't scare me. It didn't scare me at all. I think the Bears should have won that game. Again, that's just me speaking, and I think we would have won that game. But nevertheless, I think, like you said, the Seahawks are coming off a very handily win against the 49ers. They got the upper hand. They're at home. They're with the 12. They got the defense. Again, the Rams defense, again, yet they have names, but they haven't showed up to play, at least in my opinion. So in my opinion here, I think it's a clear answer. Seattle, I'm taking them minus 2.5 to head into the Super Bowl. So give me Seattle at home minus 2.5.
All right, you got it. Hey, Jeff, real quick. Just who do you like in the Patriots game?
I'm glad that you asked me, and I agree with you, Jose.
Oh
Don't
yeah, Rick. I need those anytimes. Drop them props for the people.
Oh,
Go
so for
ahead.
me, it's going to be the Rams are gonna run the ball. So I mean, yeah, they're going to run the ball. So give me Williams, and then I think that secondary for the Rams hasn't been playing too good. So I think JSN is going to go off. So give me JSN as out anytime touchdown for the
All
Seattle.
right.
mm, that's a good one. That's a good one.
Yeah, Jeff, you were saying?
What happened? Oh, what I was saying.
You were saying yeah.
So I actually agree with you about the Denver's gonna get this game. Like no one to understand the backup quarterback is really real. No one to understand like just because
Mhm.
you don't have no touch doesn't mean you getting paid all that money just to not know how to throw the ball. So I believe what's the backup name? Stoudemire? That's his name?
Stidham, Jerry Stidham.
Stidham, yeah. I believe in him. I really think they're gonna pull the biggest upset in the Patriot history that they're going
Yeah,
to
for sure. I think so too. Yeah.
like I'm not gonna lie, I'm not a Dolphins fan, but I really want the Patriots not to go off thinking like they're going to the Super Bowl.
Yeah, yeah,
I want y'all to get this one for them. So I
yeah.
want
We'll
this is
see.
this is gonna that's gonna and everyone to understand like, there's gonna be one upset. So out of these teams, out of the two games, so
Yeah, no, for sure, for sure, for sure, for sure.
So I got the Broncos 2.5, and what's the wide receiver named Cortland Sutton? I think he's gonna get an anytime touchdown.
Okay.
Definitely.
All right, for sure. All right, so there you guys have it. We all agree on Seattle Broncos Super Bowl. I went ahead and took the money line on the Broncos and -2.5 on Seattle here. Rick did the same on Seattle, but he wants the points on Denver. Jeff said 2.5 for Seattle and Denver money line, or do you want the points?
I will say 2.5. I'll say
All
money line
right.
half. I'll go with that too.
Okay, okay, all right. Well, there you got, there you guys have it. There you guys have it. Please like, subscribe, share, put us out there in the universe, man. We wanna bring this content to you all the time, every single Friday. So yeah, do that. You know the drill. Talk to me, Rick.
Listen, man, we want to thank you guys for joining us. Like Jose say, like, subscribe, comment. We want to interact with you guys. Leave some comments below. We'll respond. So thank everybody for watching. Everybody be safe. And from your boy Bear Down Rick, One Leg Loser podcast. We're out. Enjoy yourselves. Have a good one, guys. Take care.
Thank you.
Hey, so.